Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're talking the best water creams in the skincare world. Now, I love a good water cream because I like the lightweight yet meaningful level of hydration you can get from a water-based moisturiser that's perfect for those warmer summer months when you don't want the skin to feel too heavy or weighed down. I know the term water cream can be a little bit confusing, so we're going to start by picking it apart. What are water creams and how do they differ from other styles of moisturiser? I'm going to share with you why I think they could be a fantastic addition to your skincare routine, and then we're going to move on to my absolute favourites. I've been experimenting with a lot and I've got a lot of recommendations. We've got something for every skin type and budget. So sit back, relax, and let's talk the best water creams. Now, before we get into this video, I would love to know what your own personal recommendations are when it comes to moisturisers. Do you like something super lightweight and water-based like the products I'm talking about in today's video? Or do you need something a little thicker, richer and more occlusive? Sound in the comment section below and let me know any of your personal recommendations. I've left links to all the products mentioned in today's video in the description box. That's there for your convenience in case you want to make a purchase, read the reviews, check out the ingredients list. It's all there, so be my guest. I've also left some timestamps in case you want to cut to one section of the video or the other. Don't worry, I won't be offended. Use that to navigate your way through to whichever section of the video most interests you. All I ask for in return is if you could give this video a big thumbs up and a like. I know you're probably bored of hearing YouTubers say this, but it really does help support your favourite content creators if you do give their videos a like. There's this thing in the background called the algorithm, and the more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So from my perspective, it's just a great way of helping as many people as possible discover our fabulous Mad About Skin family. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. Now, without further ado, shall we cut the waffle and just delve straight on in? And the best place to start is, what are water creams? How do they differ from other moisturisers? And why would they make a good addition to your skincare routine? Well, it's kind of in the name, water. These are water-based moisturisers that are usually formulated alongside humectants, which are ingredients which draw in and retain water within themselves. This powerful combination actually means when it gets into the skin, those humectants plump themselves up with that water, giving a really nice, meaningful and long-lasting hydration to the skin. It also has a nice plumping action, can minimise the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles on a temporary basis, and I think for summer these lightweight style water-based moisturisers are where it's at. You don't feel like you're wearing a mask, it's not too thick, heavy or occlusive. Now, of course, they will be different forms of moisturiser, and it's always about matching the one you choose to your individual skin's needs. Water creams tend to be formulated without oils. They also have fewer occlusives and butters within them. So, if you're looking for something to prevent transepidermal water loss, particularly important if you have a drier skin type, then maybe water creams won't be for you. If you want to keep it super simple though, water creams tend to have far fewer ingredients than some of the thicker, richer and more occlusive moisturisers on the market, meaning they're a great option for people with sensitive skin, and they're just a great addition to your skincare routine. Because they're water-based, they tend to layer really well. So if you need a little extra hydration than what you can get from one application, you can wait a minute and then apply another on top of it to kind of just double down on the benefits. A lot of people will get confused between gel moisturisers and water creams, and there are some subtle differences. First up, let's talk the texture. So gel moisturisers tend to come in a clear gel format, tend to be very cooling on the skin, instantly absorb like that. Your water creams will have slightly thicker consistency and tend to come in a milky or creamy look to them. They're much more hydrating than traditional gel moisturisers, but again, they'll take a little bit longer to sink in, maybe like 20 seconds, whereas gel moisturisers tend to absorb on impact. Finally, you've got the richer and thicker moisturisers, which do just that. They tend to have oils, butters and other occlusives in them, which not only hydrate the skin, but kind of cap everything off and prevent the loss of water into the atmosphere. It's all about matching the product type that you reach for to your individual skin's needs, but I think that the water creams kind of hog that coveted middle ground. They're not super thick and heavy like some other richer moisturisers are, but I feel you get a better level of hydration than you will get from some traditional gel moisturisers, which is why I think I've kind of fallen in love. Now, hopefully by this point in the video, I've at least convinced you to try a water cream. Honestly, I think you'd be very impressed with the levels of hydration you can get from them when you think about how lightweight they feel on the skin. Of course, it's all about using them in a way that matches your skin's needs. If you're super oily and acne prone like me, one thin layer of a water cream will be all that you need. If you've got a drier skin type, you're going to want to use multiple layers of whichever one you choose, or maybe use a single layer and then use a thicker or more occlusive moisturiser on top to kind of get the benefits of both. It's going to be a bit of trial and error to work out what delivers the best outcomes for your individual skin, but that's something that's applicable for all products, no matter whether it's moisturiser or a serum. One of my absolute favourites, I think the product that kickstarted my love affair with water creams is this. This is the Rovectin Clean Lotus Water Cream. A lot of the recommendations today are from Korean brands who I think have really cornered the market in water creams. This though is one of my absolute favourites because not only is it really affordable, particularly when you compare and contrast it to some other Korean counterparts, but it's also the most lightweight of all the ones that I've tried. This goes on in a really nice gel cream hybrid. So if you can see that, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but this is the traditional style of texture you should expect from a water cream. It disappears after about 20 seconds of working it into the skin and leave behind this beautiful level of hydration with zero tackiness. Some water creams can leave a bit of a film on the skin, which I'm not personally a fan of, but none of the products I recommend today will do that, and this disappears without a trace. All water creams can be kept in the fridge for some additional cooling, something I definitely do in the warmer summer months. And this product is just a really nice basic, like what I say, a starter water cream that will give you so much benefit at an affordable price point for a brand that I really love. A product which is very similar to that Rovectin one that I just talked about in terms of the application and the hydration you get, but with a shorter ingredients list is this. This is the Vegreen Daily Moisture Cream. Now when we're talking about the length of ingredients list, a lot of people won't actually care, but there are people out there that are looking to minimize the total number of ingredients in their skincare routine, or you have a very sensitive skin type and want to minimize your exposure to certain ingredients. This is the one that I would definitely recommend. It's got like 8 ingredients in there, yet you get a really meaningful level of hydration, and it's still got those fantastic humectants alongside that water. This is also entirely vegan, so if you're living a vegan lifestyle and you want skincare to match that, this would be a really great recommendation that I would totally purchase. So the application, like I said, very similar to the Rovectin, disappears without film or any tackiness on the skin, and like the Rovectin is unfragranced too. You'll find this with a lot of water creams because the components don't have particularly bad smells in their natural state. You don't need to pack them full of fragrance. So again, great if you're looking for fragrance-free skincare options. Water creams probably could be the moisturizers to go for. This, just a really nice plumping and hydrating moisturizer from a brand that I would definitely recommend you check out if you haven't already. Now another Korean branded water cream is this. This is a Klairs Fundamental Water Gel Cream. Now, I only bought the trial size of this because everybody was raving about it, so I thought, okay, I'd like to put it through its paces and see what the hype is all about. This definitely has a gorgeous ingredients list. So you've got some rice in here that's going to calm and soothe. You've got some ferments, which are going to add some additional hydration beyond what you're just getting from those humectants and the water itself. And it's a really well put together formulation. The only thing that stopped me repurchasing this in the larger size is the scent. Again, it's fragrance free, but the components of this kind of have like a gluey scent to them, which lingers quite a long period of time. That wasn't for me, but if you can look past this, I'd say of all the ingredients list you're going to see today, this is probably one of the best. Very lightweight, very similar texture to the Rovectin one, and scent is a very personal thing. So whilst this wasn't the one that I wanted to repurchase, honestly, you can't argue with the ingredients list and the way it performs on the skin. Such a fantastic product. Now, moving away from Korea for a moment, let's talk about the Versed Skin Soak Rich Moisturizer. This, a really nice product, and the reason I actually tried this out, I know this is so superficial, but the reason I actually wanted to try this and put it through its paces is because it came in a really nice, colourful packaging. You'll notice from a lot of the products that I've showed you today, they all seem to come in like traditional white style packaging, which is fine, but it kind of looks a bit boring on the countertop. I wanted a product that I looked forward to reaching for, that kind of caught my eye when it's on the vanity, and this certainly delivered it. Of course, packaging is one component. You need to have a good product to sit behind that, and this is really well formulated. Again, you've got those humectants, you've got that water. We've also got some other calming and soothing ingredients in here as well. So if you find that you're prone to redness or sensitivity in the skin, this is probably the one that I'd recommend. Some Versed products seem to come with a higher price point, but honestly, for 50 mils for £13, which is what I paid for this product, I think that is really fair pricing for what you're getting in terms of the formulation. It looks gorgeous on the vanity. This is the one that I wanted to reach for most in terms of the aesthetics, but it has a fantastic formulation to back that up too. The original, I'd say, water cream, certainly here in the Western market, was the Sunday Riley Tidal Enzyme Brightening Cream. Now, this actually combines the elements of a water cream with some enzymes too, to give a bit of brightening to even out the complexion. You definitely get that, but you have to be a little bit patient. This goes with a higher price point, so I tend to only buy this when it's on sale, like once or twice a year. Sunday Riley have a sale, and I'll put a couple on order. I love the texture, the fact that it's super lightweight on the skin like the other products that I'm recommending today, but those enzymes do have some added additional benefit that maybe you don't get from the other products. I say if you use this consistently for like 4 weeks, you'll definitely notice a little bit more even complexion. You'll see a bit of brightness, a bit of luminosity come back to the skin, and it's super, super gentle. So I think even on a sensitive skin type, you could use this product and you wouldn't notice any additional redness or sensitivity from those enzymes. They kind of work while you go about your day-to-day activities and just give you a little glow up in the long term. A really, really nice product. I'd look out for it when it's on sale, because that's when you need to pounce and put a couple of these on order. My final two recommendations are these. We've got one Korean and we've got one Western brand. Actually, I'm holding this up, but this isn't technically the product I'm recommending. This is the Dr. Sam's Flawless Moisturizer. They've recently come out with a Flawless Moisturizer Light version, which is their water cream version of this traditional moisturizer. Now, I've been using this in the evening skincare routine alongside my tretinoin successfully for about 3 months and loved it, but it's way too thick for my skin type during the day. So I was really keen to try this new water cream. I got a sample through and I absolutely loved it. So much so that I actually put the full size on order, and it's winging its way to me at the moment. When it comes to the Dr. Sam line, I think this moisturizer probably works better on an evening. It's thicker, it's more occlusive. For that day-to-day wear, the light one I think is a fantastic, fantastic addition to your skincare routine, and one that has that texture of a really lightweight water cream, but it also has some really nice butters in here. So it's almost like a hybrid between a very, very lightweight water cream and some richer and thicker moisturizers. If you're in the market for a water cream but you think, I'm just not sure it's going to do enough for my slightly dry or combination dry skin, maybe this is the one that I would reach for, because you get a nice blend of ingredients that are going to offer just a little bit more than some of the other products that I'm talking about today when it comes to that hydration. Now finally, I want to end on what I call like an oldie but a goodie, a product that I've been using consistently for years before I even realised it was actually a water cream, and it's this one, the Beauty of Joseon Dynasty Cream. Now Beauty of Joseon don't actually call this a water cream, it's just their standard moisturiser, but trust me, you will love it, and it has all the ingredients that you'd expect to be present in a traditional water cream and delivers that really lightweight hydration. The reason I think I'm drawn to this is whilst Beauty of Joseon is actually relatively affordable to get your hands on, it looks so bougie, it looks so high-end. This packaging is really robust, and I just like the way that you can use a little of this on the skin. It lays beautifully on top of itself, and it gives you that elegant feeling which sometimes I think some other water creams don't really deliver. It's like butter or velvet on the skin. It sinks in after 20 seconds like you'd expect, but for that 20-second period it feels like you're using a super bougie and luxurious product, and who doesn't want a little of that in their life? It also looks really, really nice on your countertop with this like expensive looking product, and I think I paid like £14 for this, so it's absolutely not going to break the bank, but will deliver a little luxury in your skincare routine. So there you have it, guys, a rundown of my favourite water creams. Are you a water cream convert? Are you still feeling that maybe they won't be doing enough for your individual skin's needs? Sound off and let me know in the comments section below. Hopefully this has just given you food for thought if you do want to dip your toe into the water cream world, and let me know if you do decide to try any of these out. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye!